discipline firmly in place in the new home, it's now time to tackle the schedule. This mum, she's so overstressed and overscheduled that she doesn't even realise that her kids have over 40 activities a week. That's the next thing I want to address.
You see that big mountain over there? I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can hold what we do during the week. So, Mum and Dad, I want you to take what you see here, and whoever it belongs to, you have to give it to the child, and you have to try and hold it, okay? Ready? Let's go, Mum and Dad.
When Joe had the kids get all piled up with their activities, and I looked at these poor kids and I said to myself, what parent am I overloading the kids with so many things to do?
This exercise was to set up exactly how many classes you put your kids through every week. Can I ask you a question? Do we need to change the activities? Okay, let's drop the stuff then.
So the next thing I wanted to do was to come up with a new manageable schedule. We are going to strip some of those activities to create a new routine, a schedule that allows some fun time, some downtime, some family time, some rest, no stress. Okay?
Okay.
But there will be some that you will have to keep, and they'll be important that you do keep, and Mum and Dad will explain why. Okay, I'd like to ask you both to decide which are the mandatory ones, the ones that they must do.
I think in Chinese you should keep
Right.
in Chinese. You should keep.
Okay.
I hate Chinese school.
We are going to keep Chinese because it is part of who we are.
One day they'll thank you for it. One day. They really want their kids to go to Chinese school so that they can learn Chinese language and culture and be in touch with their Chinese heritage. So now it's time for the kids to choose a few activities for themselves.
Isabella, what are the lessons that you want to keep?
Ballet.
You like ballet?
What would you like to take up?
Yeah, I like drum.
You want to do drum? You guys doing Cub Scouts?
Yeah, I'm doing Cub Scouts and skating.
Even though the schedule's going to make everybody's life more manageable, Mum's still struggling.
One thing we haven't discussed is the tutoring, the language art tutor, which I think is important.
It's all too much work on top of 8 hours of schoolwork.
For him, his English is pretty advanced, but when it comes to individual writing, nice sentences, descriptive paragraph, he's not doing
I
it.
know, but it's 9 years old. It's not even in middle school yet. It needs some breathing space. As much as you're torn, sitting there thinking, I need him to do this, I need him to do that. If we go ahead with that, we're going to be back to square one again.
It was a bit hard to give up a lot of these great activities, but we're both willing to give it a try.
You know, it is going to create more harmony, not so much stress for all of you. And you know, it's not something that you're actually going to see in 4 weeks or 5 weeks. You're going to see that straight away. And you're allowing space for you to spend time with the children so they can be around their mother, so that you can enjoy motherhood. You know, enjoy it, because you wasn't enjoying it.
With the activities sorted out, the family's going to be spending much less time on the road. But the kids still need to behave with the time that they do spend in the car. So I introduced Mum to the car drill.
Why do I need to do this?
You need to do this because your behaviour has been incredibly naughty and very unsafe in the car where Mum's been driving you to your lessons. So bad that you are very lucky that there has not been a car accident. So with good behaviour and you listening to the car drill, it means that we'll be able to have safe journeys to wherever we're going. Okay? We're going to do one at a time. Number 1, where the kids sit. Okay? I'd like you to give direction to the children where they're to sit.
Lawrence, I want you to sit on the seat behind Mommy.
The main goal of the car drill is to make sure that Mum's in control of the journey from start to finish. And you establish this by going over the routine over and over again. Once that's done, the children will know what's expected of them and they'll start to behave better.
Number 2, Take one game or toy with you, okay? Parents should always make sure that they've got something to keep their kids entertained when they're in the car, full stop. Okay, number 3 is seatbelts on and no standing up. So, back in the car, we're going to do 1, 2 and 3. Right, the next one is going to be for you, okay? You're going to lay down the expectations of behaviour once you're in the car.
All of the house rules apply in the car as we're at home. Can somebody else have any suggestions?
No, you have to suggest. They're your rules. You're driving. There's no suggestions coming from them. It's all coming from you. You need to make sure that you take your 5 kids to where they need to go safe. They do as they're told. Do you remember how manic it was?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how unsafe I felt?
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that setting rules will help the parents regain control. But of course, these parents have got to step up as well. You're only in control if you behave like you're in control. The last one is for you, Mum, okay? Stop the car if you are losing control. So if these kids are kicking off in the back and you need to give a warning, you're going to stop the car and you're going to turn around and look at whoever needs a warning. All right? So that they know, okay?
Okay.
Listen, have fun whilst Jojo's away for a few days, okay? I want you guys to implement everything that we've learned. Make sure that we are following the routine that we have down. Take care, and I'll see you when I get back. Now it's in their hands. Whether they step up and take control, it's down to them.
Coming up on SuperNanny, Christopher tests mom's resolve.
No, I'm talking to you.
When SuperNanny returns,